welcome to the Free Cheese episode 153. I am your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Mark Augustiniak.
Hello.
Kyle Muehlberger.
Hi.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. This week we have a big show planned. Right?
Monday.
You made that face like...
I was staring intently at that spider over there.
It is a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday.
Shit, it is a
dude.
Wednesday.
For us.
Wednesday.
For listeners might be Thursday.
Could be any day.
For the listeners who are out there, they're likely listening to this while playing Pokemon Go.
Would you want to? The battery is drained immediately.
Well, I mean, some people have already invested in battery cases or external batteries.
I'm getting...
Yeah.
We gonna get you one of them Mophis?
Oh, I found a battery that has like 4 USB slots in it. It can charge
One of the
devices at
portable
once.
ones?
Yeah,
Does it come with a flashlight too? Yeah, we talked about
yeah,
this.
it's like $32.99.
Where?
Cheap.
Amazon.
All right.
That's the way to go.
I'm in.
Prime Day? We missed it.
Shit.
No, this is outside of that, so it's just a good deal.
I don't know. So, yes, Pokemon Go released last week. We talked about it for like a second
Because couldn't get it to work.
Right. So it came out here. Mark and I downloaded it live on the air.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Kyle doesn't know this because he was in that donut accident.
Oh yeah.
How
What
did
did you
that
say
go?
happened up to me?
I don't remember. We just kept making up.
Tell
things.
people the truth.
That is what happened.
Yeah. You were in a ham incident.
So a while back, I once wished that I could poop deli meats. So what happened was I was
I mean, you technically can.
on the shitter, as we call it at home,
Right.
shitting out boar's head turkey,
As you do.
and after a while, it just got to the spicy batch, and all the blood mixed in with the turkey.
I thought you were gonna say that you made this wish, and now you were walking out from work, going to the car.
And I shit
Here
a whole ham.
here came Danny DeVito, and
No.
granted you this one wish.
Well, no. He won't buy
I mean,
from me.
Like Hammy DeVito.
Hammy DeVito.
But he grants Kyle this one wish, and then that was the day of the podcast.
Oh,
and
do you know
therefore
who granted me a
couldn't
wish?
come.
It was Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal gives you the wish, and that means that you... Oh, because
Yeah.
Right. And then you couldn't come because you had to eat all the meat that you got.
No, he made me fuck him.
But Kyle wasn't here. But
Yeah.
Kyle did text us and say, yeah, Pokemon's real.
Yep.
So we
They're
downloaded it.
real, actual, physical
They are.
Pokemon.
We-
Pokemon.
We downloaded Pokemon Go. And then we tried to sign in with our Pokemon Trainer Club accounts on break
Yeah.
from the podcast, only to find out that we couldn't get in with those, which would only be the very beginning of problems for the Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah, but then
Club
Mark
account.
made the right decision and just used Gmail.
So Mark used Gmail. I did not.
I couldn't wait. My friends were just all talking about it. I was like, kill myself.
I know. But it's been a
Had
week.
to be fancier than all.
I know. It's been a week.
I have problems with mine.
The game is out.
I have problems with mine anyway.
Yeah.
No one is not talking about this game. Every single human breathing body.
Even people that aren't playing it.
People that are not playing it are talking about it.
I've had my coworkers talk about it, and they are 50-year-old women
Yeah.
I got yelled at because
who
Yeah,
don't
but-
play. I mean, that's not saying that 50 women can't play. It's just these particular two do not give a shit about video
they can't
games.
play.
No, yeah.
They don't have hands. We saw that gaming chair. Well, I saw the gaming chair.
So, we do have a lot to talk about in the way of Pokemon Go, obviously. And you, listener, have a lot that you've experienced with Pokemon Go, obviously. But we're going to save Pokemon Go for the back half of the show. We're going to go through our normal...
flow.
In case people
Flow
are just
thing.
sick of it,
If you're totally sick of it, don't worry.
we got you.
This 4 minutes and change that you've listened to right now is all you had to hear about anything Pokemon Go. Because you can listen right up to the break, say goodbye, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, after the break, we'll come back, all Pokemon Go, all the time. You okay?
My ankle hurts.
Oh,
Is that what you call it?
you gotta put some Sporin on there.
Spore? Wasn't that a game? Sporin?
It was a game.
Spoon.
Man, that was supposed to be like a big revolutionary game. Wasn't that cool?
Spore? Because you could create monsters?
Everybody's made dicks.
Yeah, as they do.
Oh, how do you make a dick?
I don't know. But hey, this is the Free Cheese. This is a podcast about video games. We are going to talk a lot about Pokemon Go later. But first, we have our normal show to talk about. So, I ask, and I fear asking this.
I don't even know what you're gonna ask.
Well, do you guys want to start with what we've been playing, or do you want to start
the back half?
So I guess we should start with show and tell, or do you want me to just go over what I played that wasn't Pokemon Go?
You start.
Let's do that. We'll run through a little bit of what I've been playing, because you guys.
It's everything. It's always about Joe.
Well,
you know?
Hey, you guys did you play anything other than Pokemon Go this week?
Like one other game.
Which game was that?
One that we talk about too much before. Smash Brothers.
Anything new?
No.
Okay. Well,
Kevin James is a DLC character.
Ew.
Paul Blarth.
Paul Blarth. So here's something I didn't play. Smile Basic is a game.
You're not supposed to say that to women.
Well, there's none in the room. I bought Smile Basic. Are you familiar with Smile Basic?
I didn't until you told me about it.
I did.
What
tell
is
you.
it?
And then like I instantly just we're in that age now where it's like I feel like I'm not allowed to ask questions. I just have to like ask myself and look for it myself. So it's like we have Google
very
in the palm of your
insightful.
hand or whatever search engine. It's like instead of asking you, I just be like, oh, I'll just look it up.
Well, you're already telling me, so let's hear it.
Well, yeah, we're on a podcast, so this works. No, but I
Yeah.
texted him about it. I think
Okay, well
that's
then
what
tell
he
me
means.
now.
Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
you
it
texted
would
me about
text.
it, and I was about to text, what is that? Or I think I
Yeah.
did, but I was like, oh wait, never mind. I just looked it up.
He should just send Google.com to you.
I think depending on what it is, that's appropriate. But I think it would have been
It would have been Bing.com.
right.
yeah,
Bing, of
fucking
course.
Christ. Shut it down. Goodbye.
Hexmaniac.
Wait, what happened when you Googled Hexmaniac?
I didn't Google it. I Binged it.
What happened when you binged Hexmaniac? Well, how many? Number one,
What do you think?
tits, vaginas, dicks, blood.
Let's
goats.
just say that there was a phantom. Wait, what's his name?
I thought it was Pumpkin or Gorgeist.
Yeah, because I didn't look too closely at it,
I never found what you were talking
but
about.
it was a phantom hiding somewhere.
in a vagina.
Well, I don't
Was
know
it
if it
under
was
the helmet
I
of the
don't think
dick?
it was the front, but so Smile Basic is a video game about making video games. It's a 3DS game that allows you to program your own games using basic programming language. It's an altered version of Basic, from what I understand. It's not real Basic, but it's still not quite Basic for dummies. And as far as I can tell, there's no tutorial for the game.
So, it's an actual game, not an engine or a developer kit?
It's basically a developer kit. It's a $10 dev kit that allows you to make your games and bring them to life on the 3DS, and you can make 3D games. I found there's a guy who's making a Game Boy RPG with 3D effects, and it's fucking beautiful looking.
Oh, wow. Does it have like that color scale? Like shades
It's
of
all green,
greenish or whatever?
Yeah, yep.
That's cool.
And the way he layers, it looks so good. Looks really, really good. So I got it because my thought was that it was going to help teach me Basic, so I could learn
No.
programming like along the, you know what I mean, like baby's
Yeah.
first programming. It is not that at all.
No,
This is,
that's RPG Maker.
yeah. This is like, hi, you know Basic? Cool, you can apply it in a video game sense. So now I'm like, it's like I spent the $10, which isn't $1 billion. It's just 10.
Right.
But I do feel invested now, having spent the money to kind of learn a little bit of Basic on my own and then return to it. But I don't know. It's really, really, this game it's like one of those cult classics. The developer is like very, very, very serious about coding and how important it is and all of that, which I really, really find admirable. And the whole reason behind making the game is so that it encourages people to make games, and they support it like really, really, really well.
Interesting.
There's things, apparently there's a Wii U version coming. It's definitely confirmed for Asia, not confirmed here. This is the first one we've received out of the series of these games, because there were some on DS and Wii, I believe. This is the first one we've received, maybe ever, if not in. Like,
You would think they have some kind of tutorial mode to like maybe make something simple, you know?
it's really, really, really obtuse. There's examples built into it But even the examples,
You'd probably go in and just see how it's made and
I assumed I could do that. And
you
then,
can't.
not that I could find. I really haven't spent more than, 15, 20 minutes on it, though. So it's not like I've...
right.
You know.
Not a lot of time.
But I think it's a really, really neat idea. And I want to get there.
That's
So
cool.
we'll see if I do.
Smile.
I could smile, basically.
That's for the listeners.
Do you remember a game that you said you didn't care about?
He's pointing at me.
Mark, sorry, yes.
be all of them.
What game? There's a lot.
Well, yeah, you're right. There are a lot. A Boy and His Blob.
Yes.
It's good.
Towards the end. I mean, what further along? It got better?
How far did
you
you
beat it.
play?
How far did you play?
I'm in the second world.
It's already good in the by the second world?
It was good in the first world.
Not for me.
How many levels did you complete?
I don't know, like 4 or 5.
Okay. No, I don't know. I mean,
I only had 3 beans. Red, blue, and black.
yeah. So A Boy and His Blob. We talked about it last week.
It just feels very slow paced, and I wasn't
I
wasn't patient enough.
Yeah. It's
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I was just
you weren't
I wanted.
thrilled with it.
I could tell. I just felt like it wasn't for me.
Yeah. I could, depending on the day, probably say the same thing. But last week, in a pre-Pokemon Go world, I was like, hey, let's do this. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to give it a fair shot that Mark never gave it.
Right.
So I sat down, and Kyle, you're a boy. You have a blob.
I remember. We've talked about this before.
We've talked about this before.
I'm sorry.
You feed him jelly beans.
Wait, what do you mean not a fair shot?
What?
I'm excited that Mark didn't give it a fair shot.
What's
Yeah.
a fair shot in your definition? Beating the game?
Yes, of course.
Commit to the game completely.
No, I'm just being a cunt.
No.
Wow.
No, so but no, I play through a little bit, and I realized right away, yeah, this is definitely a little slow grind because you have to go to the level, but in each level there are obviously puzzles you have to solve using the different jelly beans to navigate through the world of that stage. Each level contains 3 treasure chests. And obtaining all 3 means you unlock a new secret and a new thing to take back to your home base.
And like concept art.
Yes.
That part was cool.
Yeah. So at the end of each stage, you go back to the treehouse where you and the blob live. You open up the treasure chest, and then you choose your next destination on the map. Continue. So I remember saying last week you didn't care for like going back each time.
Yeah.
But I started playing it, and I was like, okay, it's kind of like the hub world. Like this is kind of like the Mario 3 overworld map. That's it. Like, so each of these are just these little pockets. It reminded me of something, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Like Tearaway maybe, or Little Big Planet.
I never played like a
Just like
single player of that, I guess.
Yeah, because Little Big Planet, the single player, you kind of each world is set in its own theme. So this you're playing through the forest.
Right.
Then you go to the caves.
So you don't go to the treehouse.
Yeah. So after the forest, then you go to it's a house.
So that changes.
That changes. You're still doing the same thing. You go to a
Yeah.
stage,
I
you
didn't
find
know
the
that.
3 chests, you get to the end,
Okay.
and then you go. You just keep going back and forth. But it was really neat. So having played the NES game, the caves are super, super, like, immediately, like, right when you start off at the beginning of that second section, it's like, oh, shit, cool, I remember that. Like, there's a lot of little, like, throwbacks and stuff.
That's cool.
Um,
I'm glad it's good.
It's absolutely like, gorgeous. Yeah, no. Like, I was just...
I remember the trailer. There's some parts that looked like...
Oh, it's so pretty.
I'm not sure if I'd say hardcore, but it looked very tricky.
Yeah. I
see like spikes and dodging them and stuff, and
Yeah,
being like a
there's-
little ball bouncing around.
It's definitely beefing up a little bit. And I can't remember now, I want to say it's 8 stages in a boss, or 10 stages in a boss.
I didn't even think there. Wow, I didn't know there was a boss.
There's a boss, well, there's a... like the forest has 10 stages in the forest level. And then you fight the boss and you move to the next one.
Oh, okay.
And the boss was your standard Mario video game boss of just like hit him 3 times, he changes up kind of what he does each time, and move on to the thing. But it's a really, really fun little puzzle platformer, which
cool.
Cute, nice, great on Vita. Really, really enjoying it. I don't know. I was like, yeah. What else? You guys really didn't play anything but Pokemon, huh?
I haven't played a thing.
I think I played I'm trying to remember now. I think I played a bit of Gang Beasts.
Oh yeah, you talked about that. That's the who's it, Bob? Double Fine.
I think they publish it. I
Right.
forget who develops it. The name's right there. They have I think one of those meat on a bone is their icon.
Mm.
I don't know.
Old Meatbone Boys.
Sure.
That's the name of the
But yeah, there's just giant little water balloon people who just beat the crap out of each other, throw them off cliffs and all that. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
It's mindless, but I love it.
What
It's
more
so
do you
funny.
need?
It's so great.
Duck
Oh, and Duck Game again.
Game. Yeah,
I love Duck Game.
Duck Game's good. I haven't played Duck Game, but I mean I've seen the Duck Game. I should play the Duck Game.
It's really good.
I know you tell me all the time you get Duck Game. I tried to play Splatoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This
How'd that go?
was, well, I think this was Monday night. I got home, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go. Because Monday was my mom's birthday and Tuesday was mine, so we went out Monday night for dinner for just a shared whatever. We got home, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go wander for a bit because Katie had some office work to do. It's like I'll go wander, catch some Pokemon Go. Go to log in. I know I'm not supposed to bring it up, but I can just say this part of it. I go to log in and can't get in, so I was like, shit. Well, you know what? I'll play Splatoon while I wait on Katie to wrap up what she's doing. Cool. Splatfest is coming up. I should, get my chops going. I should cast my vote for Team Cali. And I go to turn on Splatoon. After having been denied the Pokemon Go servers, I turn on Splatoon. As soon as I turn on Splatoon, it was right at the lobby, like in the the little the street where all the little you're running around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why didn't Callie and Marie pop up with their little banter back and forth? And I'm like,
They're dead.
yeah, I was like, what is this? Maybe it's because okay, I get it. I got to go vote for them first, and then I'll get the banter and whatever. So I run over to the box, and there's nothing on the little, what do you call it? The ballot box?
Yeah,
Where you vote for the Splatfest?
Nothing there.
No. I'm like, okay, well,
Was there people around?
there's a couple. Like, there's some squid, the regular little jellyfish-looking things
Yeah.
where it hasn't populated a character. But there's other characters, lingering,
Oh, okay.
kind of. But there's no Miiverse post really popping up. And everything seems really, really plain. I didn't recognize the shirt I was wearing. That could have been my own fault. I don't know.
It sounds like a beginning to a creepypasta.
It's, a little bit. See what comes up on Bing search. But, so I'm like, all right, I'll just try and do a match. Like, maybe they won't pop, whatever, who knows. So I'll just go play. And then I find out the servers are down.
Oh, it was a hex.
Yeah, it was a hex. I'm a maniac. Yeah, so couldn't play Splatoon. So I was like, well, great. No Pokemon, no Splatoon.
Nintendo just doesn't want you.
They didn't want me, but it's okay because I wanted them well enough. Katie and I picked up where we left off on Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah.
That game's so good
It
and
is.
so frustrating.
Oh, it gets tough.
Fuck.
Did that Cat Mario?
Wait
Yeah.
until you get to the end game of it all.
I don't want to.
It's scary.
Because we played that on and off the last few months or so.
Does it bring you two closer or further apart?
I think closer. I think in this instance closer.
It's probably better with two people than four. Four
Yeah.
is tough. I tried four.
We did it once. It was me, her, and Sandeep, and we played a little bit, and that was a little bit coordination was and whatever.
Right.
It's tough to do that. Even with two of us, coordination is tough on some of the levels, where the switches are, where you stand on one or the other, and it toggles which way it goes. That's kind of rough.
It's also sometimes you get a little bit of a depth perception problem.
Depth, yeah, and sometimes the camera angle is just in the wrong spot where it tucks it behind you in the wrong way. It just throws everything off. But we really, I don't know, there's something really, really neat about that game. And just playing games in general in that kind of way, because a normal...
Do you mean the isometric view or?
I mean playing with Katie.
Oh, okay.
Because normally a day or an average night is come home, eat something, put Simpsons or other thing that we can loop for a while on the TV. She browses through shit on her phone, and I play a bunch of shit on a 3DS or Vita or whatever. So doing this and like sort of not, because all of those things were like half paying attention to everything we're doing, including one another, and this is like stripping all of that out. You're completely focused on one another and what's happening in front of you, and you're working together for something. It's just like there's no distraction. The phones are away.
It's just,
That is the
it's
distraction.
simple.
Well, it is the distraction, but yes. I don't know. There's just something neat about that, and something like, I don't know, like I've kind of needed. You
Felt
know?
refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're with somebody for 5 years, so you start to just know everything about everything that you both do. You fall into these routines and these habits.
Until you play this game,
Until you play the game.
and then the darkest secrets come out.
Hex Maniac. But I mean, I think especially over the last few months of just getting the house and being so just overwhelmed with everything that we're doing. And still like not being out of it. It's just like, I don't know, we still have like all this bullshit to still finish here, and like we still don't have blinds. You know what I mean? Like
They are the least expensive thing for a house.
it's not that. It's just like when payday comes, it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I gotta pay this bill, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay this, I gotta buy Pokemon cards.
You can make your own blind. Go to IKEA, go to Joanne Fabrics, make your own blinds.
No.
Katie likes making things, make your own cool little things.
No,
Make
I
it
think
your own.
this Friday is the day of blinds because the neighbor's getting too,
Nosy.
dude,
I put a Gatorade bottle in our trash.
good.
She'll bring it up later. I think the husband was watching me do it.
I thought you put it in mine.
I put it in his.
Oh, good. They can suck too. No, like it's too much. She said something to because she wants to be friends with Earl because all Earl does when he sees her is scream at her because obviously, yeah, that's all.
That's what I am.
But that makes sense because that's what else would you do? That's
What's
what
she
I
look
do.
like? Describe her to me.
Just
Old.
picture sad dust. Now,
Kind of can. Like it's a pile, but it's not even a high pile. It's like a little. But it's not.
sad dust that does nothing but carry dirt from the top of the yard to the end of the yard.
So like
That's
Michael
it.
Keaton as Jack Frost, but
See?
instead of snow, it's just dust.
But it's
Yeah.
even more like just melted.
And remember,
Got
it can only wear t-shirts that were given out at some sort of charity benefit walk. Okay? So, yeah.
Oh. The
Any of
walk for the
those.
paraplegic.
That's I don't know if they
Well,
Why
but-
are those fans?
no, she's
I've destroyed that years ago.
she's completely desperate trying to, earn Earl's affection, but you two both know, having been here at least once a week,
Yeah.
if not more, Earl is timid and shy and terrified of anything that is not
Yeah.
Katie and I.
It's frustrating.
Right.
I can't imagine how he is with an old. I imagine her as like she was a witch in her younger years. She was a hex maniac.
See, here's my thing. I think witches are cool, so I have called her a witch to Caitlin, just like out of just bleh, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, because she's not, you know what I mean?
Okay. So
I don't
what
want to
about
give her
like
that much cred, because she deserves it not.
What about like a devil's harlot?
Harlot again implies
Is that
some
a
sort of...
cool?
I feel like harlot's a cool word. Like, if someone called me a harlot, I'd be like,
no one would ever call you a harlot.
they might, but
You would just think of Avenged Sevenfold.
maybe, probably.
Oh God.
I think with harlot, like, yes, there's obviously the negative connotation of it, but it is kind of a cool word. You know what I mean? Like, it rhymes with scarlet. Scarlet's a cool word for red.
That's true.
That guy wrote that scarlet letter about all those people who were doing something.
Well, they were
Wasn't
fucking.
there,
That's
like-
what the scarlet was. It was about
Wasn't there-
adultery.
There you
Isn't
go.
there Scarlet Fever.
See?
I prefer
Scarlet,
yellow fever
harlot, all of
and
the...
yellow showers.
Harlot Globetrotters.
The Harlot Globetrotters.
So she tried to give Earl...
That's the best porn parody.
She bought treats at some point to give to Earl. And told me, like, hey, I got... And I was like, look... It's not like Earl is very, very scared. He doesn't like anybody. I was like, I've had my friends who he's been around for a year, well, at least a year now.
Like, he'll sometimes lick my hand.
Yeah.
But that's only within the confidence of you being around.
And it only happens.
And he has to come to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You try to go to him, and you just nope.
No.
Yeah.
But he,
Fuck off.
the only, I told her, I was like, you know, I've had friends who come in that he sees all the time who have held a treat in their hand. A treat, which is for dog, duh, just take it, eat it. Who cares? That's like the only thing their brain does is like, oh, you have that thing that's the one thing that I want more than anything in the world. Yes, I will have that.
Like,
Thank
did
you.
something happen to him?
I don't know.
You've had him since he was a pup.
Yeah.
Does he have night terrors?
Did he get dropped
No.
by someone?
I don't know. When we got him, he was kept in a barn.
That's what that'll do it.
Was he
And-
to run?
I
He was
mean, he's
blind.
small. He is a small boy because he should be full size by now, right? He's a year.
Maybe.
I don't know how dogs work. This is my second dog.
Do you think she's listening right now?
So here's where I'm getting to this, right?
This is why we're recording.
Yeah. She said something about like something about, oh yeah, I got him treats, and I was like, look, no, like my friends have held treats in their hand and he won't take it. Like he's afraid, like as much as he wants that, he will not take it. I was like, I know, it's aggravating that he barks all the time, but just like, ignore him. You don't have to talk to him.
Yeah, you can probably barely hear him.
I think.
I'm sorry.
And I try to be conscious. I'm a good neighbor. Like when they were out back, like having a little cookout or something, and Earl runs out, and instead of peeing, all he does is just scream at them while they're having their dinner. I'm like, come on, dude, let's go inside.
Wait a
Obviously,
minute.
yeah.
I'll pee in a bit.
But like, dude, I just let him do his thing. Don't talk to him. Whatever.
Don't look at him.
Just leave him alone. You know how it is by now. Don't try and win him
Inside
over.
Mauled. Fuck.
Don't even breathe his air.
So then, that I thought that kind of died when I was, because she was like, oh, they're just little things, and I thought it might help. So I don't want to be a dick, but I was like, well, we kind of watch what we give them. Like we have to watch their weight because they're pugs, so we give them very specific treats.
Yeah.
Like we have them on a specific diet, and blah blah blah.
Boy,
Like,
I'm sick.
yeah, like I don't like just because then. Where does that escalate to? Is she gonna start throwing things off the grill? Because old people are fucking weird. Where they're just like,
Here's a whole rack of
like
ribs.
I might
Here's some
say,
grease.
yeah. Where she's we just when I was a girl, we had a dog, and he ate a whole ham.
Yeah,
And
well,
it's
your
like,
fucking hound of a dog on the farm is a lot different than a pug.
But yeah, so so I was like, well, hey, sorry, thank you, I appreciate it, but just
Fuck off.
let's not do this. So then Katie tells me that the other day she said something. She's like, did I hear someone in the house likes carrots? And I was like, what?
Where did you
what?
hear that?
That's creepy.
She heard it, I think, because I opened the door and like yelled to the boys, like, do you want to come inside and get a carrot? And she was like, I got, I went ahead and got some carrots because I thought maybe Earl would. And I was like, no, just stop.
Bitch, why are you buying my dog treats?
Just
Like, Why
don't.
don't you say that?
I didn't want to say that.
Well, obviously not
explicitly.
in that tone. Maybe you should hire me.
But after Katie says like, oh, well, like she wasn't like as with like, as I was. She was just kind of like, oh, we're really careful with how many things we give them a day. Like, yeah, carrots are fine, but whatever. And like he's a scared boy. Like he really only trusts Joe and I. I don't know why it is, but it's nothing. It's not a personal thing. Whatever.
Right. Just wasn't getting it.
Because obviously Oswald runs right up to her. Like
Yeah.
it's not like.
He don't care.
So Katie's like, all right, there's one thing. And I'm like, what do you mean one thing? She's like, well then, she's like, I was sitting on the couch and I'm hanging out, and she's out front watering her plants, and fucking.
Yeah.
So listeners can't see what I just
he
did.
creeped over.
She creeps over. Your guys' reactions. This is why we need to be on video. But your guys' reactions of just like, both got the shivers. Yeah, she leaned over and looked in the window, and she's already said something to Katie like, "I really like the color you painted the something something."
Get
like
the fuck out of
like
here.
That's a
get-
horror movie.
Yeah, like I understand that.
Oh,
like,
you're not gonna be alive next week.
You better watch Home Alone and brush up on your traps.
But
Don't
Katie-
even take that much.
but
You
Katie
just say,
said
like,
that
prune
she-
juice, they just fall.
She said that she leaned over and she saw that Katie saw her and like jumped back really quickly. But it was just like, fuck.
Why are you looking in the fucking house?
I don't know.
Childlike wonder.
Oh, no, God. She's
Yeah.
so. Let's put her down. Put her out of the movie. It's that simple. Like,
So
But because of that, Super Mario 3D World
has like
Feels
really,
refreshing.
really helped with stress.
escaped from one world into this
Yes.
one.
Exactly.
What is that?
It is a maddening game, but it's just fun to have that like goof off moment together and be able to get somewhere and whatever. It's
Just jump in
and
with
it's
these.
still like every level, like you'd think you'd get over it, and sometimes you do, but it's still really, really fun to do the just like the little like even though you're working together to complete the level, there's
Yeah.
still a level of competition in there. So who's getting the stars? Because if there's 3 of us and we each get a star, whatever. There's 2 of us,
Who's getting the crown?
right? So it's always fun like bashing each other into the walls to try and get stars and whatever, or like even like she's physically shoved me so that I don't get whatever star. All the way to like who can jump the highest on the flagpole at the end. So like it's still really, really good.
I suck at that.
I'm amazing at it. 10,000 points every
I
time.
mean, I guess it depends who you are too. I feel like if
Yeah.
you're Luigi, you just get it every time.
I do play as Luigi.
Mm.
Yeah, but just because I'm still celebrating the year of Luigi.
How many years now is that?
7.
The decade of Luigi.
Yeah.
Outside of that, outside of the aforementioned, I did play a game called Pokemon X.
That's Pokemon 10?
10. Pokemon 10. No, so we talked a little bit on our All Pokemon episode a few weeks ago about, or did we talk about
We
me
were more focused on like the past of it,
Right, so
Not
we
so
didn't-
much the present and future.
and what I'm doing in my present and future,
Right.
which is completing the living dex. Which, for those who don't know what a living Pokedex is, it is not as simple as completing, just catch them all.
Yeah.
Because catch them all means I catch a Squirtle, he becomes a Blastoise, therefore I've caught Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. A living Pokedex means saving and keeping in your computer or Pokemon Bank 1 through whatever, and having one of each evolution.
That's
So I have a Squirtle,
One of
a
each physical
Wartortle, a
Pokemon.
Blastoise,
that's
right?
insane.
The purpose of it, other than being a stupid, crazy nightmare
So you
man,
call like 10 EVs.
girl, I have. I got a
You
lot.
might want to catch a couple extras just in
I have a
case.
whole Eevee box. I have an
Okay.
Eevee box. I have an egg box. The egg box is filled with eggs of things I've been breeding,
of EVs.
and there's a Magma in there, or not Magma,
Slugma.
Slugma, who has flame body, so that it can cut the number of steps in half that are required to hatch an egg. Of course,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Flame body, I think is flame body is the ability for that.
Ooh, Flame Body.
But so far you've completed.
So yeah, I just wanted to update everyone, those who care.
You're more than
Right-
halfway.
I'm far more than half. Well, maybe not far more than halfway. My total number as of today is. We'll find out in a second, but I can confirm that I officially have collected the entire first generation.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That
number-
took. I knew that took quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because it's the thing about the living Pokedex. So if I'm gonna write something about this at some point because it's been a weird journey, obviously. But I think that one of the big things I can recommend is just
Not doing this.
not doing it at all. But if you'd like to do it, catch everything you can.
Well, as soon as you encounter it, right?
And if you know that it has multiple evolutions, catch it. Catch the number of evolutions that you need. Unless you're finding,
So
like,
typically between 2 to 3.
typically, yeah. Unless you're finding the stage 3 evolution,
Yeah.
then maybe just catch the one because you're going to have to breed it anyway.
Yeah.
But you should always catch all of whatever. Once you just kind of go around and you just have caught as much as you feel like, I don't know, because I spent a while just sort of wandering through Hoenn in Alpha Sapphire, just catch. Then it was a matter of, all right, let's go back. Let's focus on just Gen 1. And the problem with that is, as you focus on Gen 1, you also have to. There's a lot of breeding. There's a lot of hatching. There's a lot of waiting and waiting and waiting
Trading.
and waiting and trading and trading
God.
and trading and trading. There's also a lot of other Pokemon that you're running into that aren't just Gen 1. So then you kind of, like, I would be really, really knee deep on, all right, let's get all the fossil Pokemon out of the way. Because in Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, you can get all of the fossils and take them back
That's
to have a scientist turn them into the actual Pokemon. Then once you do that, you raise them up, breed them, hatch the egg. There you go. You got one of each. And it's not just, it's all of the fossils, right? Crow,
Yep.
correct me.
So
Like from
you-
each generation, any generation that has had a fossil, you can find them all.
Makes you think that eventually they all be fossils.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then you just have fossil fighters.
God damn it! You always with the weird. Any of the other non-Pokemon games.
Just all the shit games. I know.
But
The
could you imagine there's more fossils than there's just those? And that means that there are more historical Pokemon.
name two.
Gargaboo and Lookaloo. Lookaloo
Oh.
Tangran.
Of course.
So, that's the orangutan Pokemon. It's not a gorilla, though.
Darmanitan. But I
No, he's not.
Okay.
I've had this debate.
Primate.
He is an ape. It says specifically ape.
It's pretty rad.
Grape ape.
Like being able to look through. So I have all the boxes numbered 1 through 30, 31 through 60, 61 through 90, etc., etc., etc. It's so cool to look through each box, at least in the first generation, and see that I have all of Gen 1 complete. I have one of each.
Are you worried about this, this new gen? How many are they going to introduce?
How
No,
is
no, no.
your OCD since this?
I feel good. Like
How many times do you shut the door before leaving?
No. Like this is all like I feel like any weird tendencies are all being like pushed into this. Like I feel good about it.
You just like having like it organized.
It's like,
Thing.
and it's a thing to do. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
because I've taken like so I completed Gen 1 a few weeks ago. The last thing I was waiting on was Nidoqueen, and I don't know. I took like 2 weeks off maybe from touching any of it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I got to take a break. And now I came back to it, and again. But Gen 1 is done. In total, I have the checklist in front of me. I have 451 collected.
Yeah,
Which-
it's over half
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah, and I get more and more each day. I think, and here's the fucked up thing: as much work as I've put into this, like I have 451. If you look in the game thinks I have 515 in my Pokedex because I've
Doubles,
right,
right?
yeah, but I don't actually have the individuals of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So is your for this project your plan to do this before Sun and Moon come out, so that way you can only focus on the new Pokemon to catch?
right.
You're gonna transfer them all over.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the whole goal.
that's the easiest process now, isn't it?
Yeah, because I've already taken like the ones that I've caught. I'm taking them from Sapphire up to the bank down to X just to fill that Pokedex in a little bit, and then I took them all back. It's very, very
So
simple.
now your virtual console Pokemon game.
Yes.
Are you catching it all and that as much as you can?
I have not really returned to that.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's a shame to say, but it's really.
I mean, we have good reasons.
Yeah,
now.
we talked right. There's plenty of Pokemon
Yeah, full
for
bit.
us. But yeah, we talked a little bit about that before. Like it's really hard to go back. It's fun in a novelty sense, but
Yeah.
it's like trying to play Earthbound Beginnings.
It kind of makes you
or Mother 1.
appreciate what's around you now.
Yes.
To see that it's, for lack
Yeah.
of a better term, I of course swear I said the same exact thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just look at all the
You get the point.
progress.
You
No,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get it. It's better now.
But I've moved on to Gen 2. So a lot of the Gen 2 stuff you can't get in Alpha Sapphire, so I've jumped back to X. One of the neat things about X is I forgot a lot about it. So I'm seeing this world all over again because I've really just touched Sapphire for the last year.
I don't mind
since it came
like
out.
X and Y's world.
Yeah,
I really like it.
What was
now
that
that
one
I'm back in
town?
it.
What I don't like.
It was like the spooky town they had.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot its name. That was the one I really liked.
I don't know. I
You
gotta
go
go
into
back
that little
to it.
cabin, he's telling like a little story, like a spooky story, and the
Yeah.
camera's zooming in, but then he's like, "Oh yeah, it's nothing."
Because isn't that near the Pokemon Factory or no? No,
I don't even know.
No, that's not.
No, but like what I don't like about that game is the camera angles,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they're bad. I don't like that you
especially
can-
in Lumiose City.
God.
Yes.
Fuck that town.
Yeah, that's a bad.
So
and it's
hard.
butt.
It's a
all
bad
of it.
city.
Rest of it's kind of okay.
Except for the hats that you have to wear.
That's why I just got a Pangoro hat.
Here's the thing. While we have to wear hats
I mean,
in Pokemon
you know,
X and Pokemon
you
Y,
you don't want those bugs in your hair.
and you can't change your appearance in Alpha Sapphire Omega Ruby, that's all going to change
Huh.
in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. I think we're done with what we've been playing, right? But we can move on to show and tell a little bit. We have a little bit of news about Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Is this... Are you referring to what happened... What was it, yesterday?
Yeah. There's a trailer
Yeah.
that came out.
Not in English.
Not in English, Japanese trailer.
So I don't know what it
By the way, so yeah,
Pokemon,
now
Pokemon.
we're moving to show and tell. Show and tell. Mark, tell the kids what show and tell is.
said. You show and tell.
There you go. Just like in elementary
I
school.
wanted a better name for that. But it's essentially you just, whatever you found was cool, you just
I know.
share it.
Did you use show and tell as a placeholder and intend that to be
It was just meant to be a placeholder.
cool? Great.
But
It's not.
yeah, okay.
It happened.
Fine.
It happened last week. It
Share with
happened
the class.
again
What do you got?
this week. Let's share with the class.
Let's see that note. Come on. What's that note say, Tammy? Bring it up here. Read it to the class.
Is this something
Michael
we
doesn't want to lick your asshole.
can- Oh God.
So that would be the worst note.
You're
Or
pretty
the
bad.
best.
Yes, Japanese little trailer. What's dope about this?
It's so good.
It's amazing. It's
I love the-
so
Their
good.
production value with these trailers.
It's
They've been
yes,
The POV was really nice.
yeah.
I hope whenever this movie comes out that it captures this in some way.
Yes, this. So the mood of this. So essentially, what the story is, it's a kid
I feel like it's a continuation
of the last boy.
of when they revealed when
The game.
because he moved to that he moved
Right.
there and
Right,
didn't have
right.
any friends, and because of the game he made friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same family. I don't want to be racist. I don't know if it's the same family.
Saying that implies it.
I guess, but I mean, okay. I didn't want to say, oh, it's the same family.
No, I
because
know.
it's
No,
just Asian
I'm
people.
kidding.
But,
Because you haven't actually looked, and yeah,
yeah, I didn't analyze.
right.
But it looks like it'd be a continuation because
Mm-hmm.
now it's like it's a kid settled in, all of his friends, and they're hanging out.
No, it totally is. This was about like, hey, this kid moved here, and now he's able to, communicate.
Fist bump other boys.
That's what we all wanted to do, is just fist bump boys. But he's able to like,
It actually kind of matches the gameplay they were showing.
yeah, it did, and like
So did the first one.
yeah, it like totally captures that spirit of
But
when we were kids and got Pokemon, and kind of what's going on now with all of our cell phones.
We'll get to that.
But yeah,
I almost said something about it, but
no. But I think a lot of that like is captured in this trailer. But even like all of that aside, like it's just a cool looking. It's shot really, really, really
It
well.
is. It's so cinematic.
It's beautifully shot, beautifully done.
But yeah,
Um,
what was
really the big thing of the trailer. So we got some new Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon information from the game, or from this game trailer.
part of it they showed at E3, but in case you missed E3, there was like a 4-player.
Battle arena,
Yeah, it's like a free for all
right?
type deal.
Which is cool.
I think everybody has I think they have 2 Pokemon, and you just pick whoever you want to fight.
I think it's because that's cool. Because we just before recording, we have been playing the Pokemon trading card game, and
We're not consumer whores by any means.
no, like they didn't get us. We are of our own minds.
I can stop doing all this
Yeah,
anytime I want it.
Yeah, anytime.
good.
I gotta go. There's a new set.
Oh shit! Where?
It's not until next month. But
It's online now, so cool.
no, not that one. There's a different one coming next
Which one's
month.
coming out
But
next
you can
month?
play it at World Champion. It's real. Steam Siege is the name of it.
That's a very weird name.
I don't know what it is.
Who's
I think it's
steaming?
Volcanion.
all-
Oh, Cleveland.
Yeah. So, this shows that. But yeah, we ran into the problem of like, okay, cool. One of us gets to watch the other two battle it out.
Yeah.
Which is okay because we obviously have plenty of things we can do. But
yeah.
it
I was
is
just providing background music.
that, which was great.
Set the mood.
Right. But the next, when this game comes out, it's cool. And same thing, like even now, if we were playing the 3DS game, we wanted to battle, it'd be 1-on-1.
No, you can do 2-on-2. Or 2 versus 1. I
What?
mean, no, you can do 2-on-2, but 2 of us can be playing. You can just control 2 Pokemon. I'm pretty sure you can do it with X and Y.
What? Are
Something.
you sure?
I
never
like
had that. I never did it, so I can't confirm.
know you can do dual battles. I know that.
Yeah, because you and I did it.
Like 2-on-2.
You and I did it where...
But I think I can have it to where, like, when you fight someone, you can choose how many Pokemon you want out at a time.
Right.
You can do rotation or 2-on-2 or 1-on-1.
Mm.
But yeah, there's also the co-op version as well, and the battle Mason.
But can we do 2-on-1? That was my thing.
I don't know.
And even still, we
feel
can't
like
do
you
the free
could,
for all.
But maybe
Because
not.
even the 2-on, like right now, like we've done that before, like with HeroClix, or we could even do it with Pokemon cards, where it's like you guys split a deck or you split a team, and then I'll just beef up my. You know what I mean? Like I've done stuff like that where.
Yeah.
Say, like, if we did it in HeroClix, it's like, you guys each choose a 500-point team. I'll do a 1,000-point team,
Right.
2-on-1. But this is cool because it's just
I'm probably wrong, but yeah. Anyway,
free for all. No, you're probably right.
this fixes that problem.
Yeah, this gives us a new option.
Right.
Which is great to have another option. That was super, super dope. The other dope thing that we saw, confirmed, no hats required.
No hats allowed.
I mean,
bet you
hats are...
there was a ton of people. They were like, "Oh my god, okay, we get it. All right." No,
It did suck, though.
No
it
hats.
sucked. You know it sucked.
it did.
Because it was like, I don't want...
The only thing yeah, there wasn't.
What if I don't want to carry a bag? Or what if I want a backpack?
Well,
Let
I guess
me wear...
you're not going out and being a Pokemon
Can
trainer.
Yeah,
wear-
you're fucked. What are you gonna wear? Jinko jeans.
Ness's backpack. Can I wear Ness's
You just
backpack?
said you didn't want to wear a backpack.
What do you want?
No,
Chain
I don't want
wallet?
to wear. I don't want to wear a weird laptop bag. I don't want to wear a messenger bag.
They're called satchels. Indiana Jones had one.
I wouldn't mind one. It depends how big it is, you know.
A satchel?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but
Or
me,
I like
No,
the
no,
sling,
no.
the single strap.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
the single
strap.
strap.
I have the sling bag. I like a sling bag.
Yeah, I like that.
Sling blade.
Yes.
I
Maybe
enjoy
a
that.
drawstring bag. Everything just moves around.
Yeah.
That's it. Who
All
cares?
Pokemon open up. Rips through the bag.
That was cool. I'm gonna put the trailer in the podcast article for this episode. So to have it just play the whole time. But go to thefreecheese.com and you can listen to, or you can watch that trailer we're talking about. There's 2 other things that are in there that were, well, there's 3 other things. There's 3 big things.
Yeah.
The one I'm going to save for a second from now,
Okay.
which is the thing that Mark's been talking about for weeks now, where he's like, I think this is happening.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you said it on the air, but like just to us,
I mean,
all we do is talk about
a lot
Pokemon.
of people, but yeah.
But you, I mean,
I
in my
was-
circle,
I was
you're
just
the
sharing
only
what
one
I
who's
heard.
talked about
Yeah.
that. But we got, before this trailer, we did see one new Pokemon called Salandit, who is a ground poison. Is that correct?
No.
It's fire poison.
Fire poison. There you go.
Was it
He's
fire
a-
poison? I thought it was fire steel.
It's fire poison. He can literally poison anyone.
Good.
Like even ones who normally couldn't be affected by it, they can be affected by
Yes. That is
it.
correct.
Sick burn is what I call him.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So he's a little salamander poison boy.
And he looks like he has a little bandana tied around his neck.
I hope he evolves into something cool. I just
Salamander
hope they don't make him look like
man.
crocodile or whatever.
Oh yeah. They probably won't.
So this is a really, really, really cool other thing that happened. So Korokoro is a magazine. It should be out next Monday, but some images have leaked from the
Japanese magazine.
Japanese magazine. Thank you.
Those images always leak. They're awful at like,
I
tightening up.
know.
They leak it themselves.
But they leaked, and the 2 Pokemon that leaked from there were actually included in the trailer in small, quick little flashes. The first one is he's got a funny little tail, but his name, at least this is what is on Cerebi.net, so I don't know if this is an actual name or not.
It's like the Japanese name
Eh,
because they're always different.
I know, but they're called Kichiraguma. So that's probably not coming here.
Name.
In that name, at least, we'll probably get a different name.
Jeff.
It's based on a red... Say Jeff.
Yeah.
It's based on a red panda. It's a normal fighting bear Pokemon with the abilities Fluffy and Klutz.
So yeah, it's pink. See, now it's a pink panda.
He's like, his head is pink with white ears and a white snout. But
what's on top of his head, though?
Body is black.
That's the source of his power.
It looks like he's wearing Finn's hat from Adventure Time.
Yeah, I love red pandas in the real world. They're my babies.
They look like little butterfly wings.
Yeah, they do.
But I don't like what
Fairy
the treatment
wings.
that they're giving him. He looks like.
Did you see him punch that tree with ease? It's like he's just emotionless, dead inside.
Why are they always giving bears like that? Like they're always fighting.
Because bears are strong people.
He's okay.
That's the wrong type of.
He's a fine Pokemon. But part of his backstory that's written in here is that the people of Alola, which is the new region in Gen 7, Pokemon Sun and Moon, are scared of Kitaraguma to the point of having warning signs about it. It is really strong and can break anything in two. It likes to hug its trainers, but it's strong. Raising one puts your life in danger.
Raising one?
Raising one of these Pokemon.
I wonder if he can move Snorlax.
Maybe.
It's gonna be a plot device where he moves an island.
It's got a rival.
Now this other one,
he can't pull tempo.
Looks like a child's drawing of Pikachu that somehow was turned into a 3D model. Now the cute nickname everybody was giving it was Peekaboo.
I hope that becomes like the English name.
What it looks like it might be called is Mimikyu. And Mimikyu is a ghost fairy type that has the ability False Colors.
It's a dead Ditto.
Now this, I'm going to read this, which it might be a dead Ditto.
That sounded dangerous.
That did. You okay?
I'm actually bleeding.
So, Mimikyu, I'm going to read this straight from here. Mimikyu hates sunlight, preferring dark places. It is rumored that the cloth covering its body is a strategy to avoid the sun. Don't try to remove the cloth. It is said that those that do become afflicted with an illness. Mimikyu's costume is based on Pikachu merchandise that was popular 20 years ago. It wants to be loved by people like Pikachu is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, marketing affected this Pokemon.
Right? How fucking cool. This is the coolest ghost Pokemon.
Such a small
in
little...
That's
a Meryl.
He got jealous. And he just wants love.
He's so rad.
And then I wonder if once he accepts you, if you can remove it.
Or if his evolved form is like based on happiness.
I don't know. But this is the cool shit that you never see. Like Kyle and I were talking about this earlier when we were playing the card game. There's a lot of fucked up shit that no one ever sees that side of with Pokemon because they just see the kid side of it. But we looked at like the Pokedex entry for
Drifloons.
Tell them about Drifloon.
You know about Drifloon, right? About how kids.
I
tell the kids listening about Drifloon.
I mean, not verbatim, but if a kid's holding it, it disappears. Like holding on to the. That's what we have. Just bring up Dex.
Yeah.
It's good.
If a kid's holding on to a Drifloon, it will disappear. Mm-hmm. There's
the
Phantump.
So mostly the ghost Pokemon. Obviously, have the creepy ones.
Phantump. He
Is it Drifloon or
Drifloon is he's one about the kids. Who else has a kid?
They're called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children among them sometimes vanish.
No. Phantump is what?
It said that
child who is lost in the woods, soul takes over.
Yeah. It's like a kid who dies in the woods after being lost. That ghost of that kid inhabits a
according
tree.
to old tales. The sons are possessed by spirits of children who died while lost in them.
Well, then there's Yamask.
That's that one.
Oh yeah, that one is fucked
Is
up.
that the one the person who died? It's
Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry, and there's a little tear.
What the fuck Pokemon is this? I've never seen this thing.
You ever seen them?
No, and I gotta catch them all. So
it's like humans, Pokemon, they're all the same. We're all
all gonna be turned. Oh my god, Bill had it right the first time around.
Oh shit, you're right.
There's a few other.
It says PC.
But then there's even some like good theories about the Gengar Clefairy.
Yeah.
But then like having the fact that even in like the official Pokedex entries.
Yeah.
There's some other creepy ones, I think. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I just remember Yamask. I don't think that sarcophagus one is anything crazy.
There are some creepy.
What's Dusknoir?
Dusknoir?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. The antenna on its head captures radio waves from the world of spirits that command it to take people there.
There you go.
Well, hey, one more thing out of this.
I would love to go to the spirit world in a Pokemon game.
Just die.
Hexmaniac, help us out.
Mark, can you tell the Hexmaniacs out there about Synchro? Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah. I don't know the official term, but I'm pretty sure it's that. Or like Synergy or something. I'm pretty sure it's Synchro. I don't know. You get the idea.
But they teased this in the trailer. They didn't explicitly state that this is happening, but it's all but
people
confirmed.
had theories because of the logo.
Right.
Because, like, what, X and Y, you had the Mega Crystal, the little DNA-looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did Alpha and Omega, did they have a symbol in that? Was there anything different with that? It was just more Megas.
More Megas.
Yeah.
And that's it, right? Nothing new. Just more Megas. Okay, so Sun and Moon has, like, this little yellow or blue, like, diamond or crystal type thing. And pretty much that was, people were theorizing that, oh, well, that looks like the Synchro type crystal that Ash uses in the anime when he technically
Ash Greninja
spirit fuses with Greninja.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not physically fusing like DBZ, I think you're sharing just like your energy or like or like your spirit. It's like a spirit link or something.
Yeah.
But pretty much like you kind of have the same mind. You are one in that sense, like.
And your will becomes theirs, so...
Yeah, so I guess instead of just telling them what to do from 10 miles away, you just think it, and you both share the same mind.
Yeah. It seems like... And yeah, they...
Which is cool.
They've added it in the anime, they've added it to the Pokemon trading card game.
But in the game, it looks so much better, because you have these little poses that you do.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like, the thing comes from it. It's better than Pokemon developing physical features that look like you. Which is not in the game, thankfully. From what we saw.
It's on.
I just want a
Bing.
Pokemon to wear a Hawaiian shirt. That's it.
Dude, there's going to be...
I don't want cosplay Pikachu. Fuck cosplay Pikachu.
All of them. Well, besides Pikachu Libre.
Yeah,
True.
Pikachu is cosplaying as a person, cosplaying as a human.
Anything else about Pokemon Sun and
As
Pokemon Moon that you guys know of? Or... obviously, Pokemon is the talk.
Actually, riding Pokemon that look
Right,
like the ones you caught.
Yeah.
Unless that's some kind of
Unless it's specific, because there was the Go-Goats, and there was Rhyhorns.
And Lapras.
Yes.
Yeah, but maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So in the trailer, it did show that, like, it looked like you were riding on the back of what you were actually riding on, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you can ride on Rhyhorn in X and Y.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, so we've done it before, because that's where we got the Go-Goats.
Yeah, but I hope it's not just specific to them. I hope it can be...
But that's a, that's a massive undertaking.
If you have a four-legged, you can ride this. If you have, like, a water one that's big enough, you can ride this. And if it's a small enough water, they probably won't do it, but I would do this. Have him... have like a little boat and then a rope tied to the little one, and he pulls you.
I was thinking like skis.
Yeah, or like something.
But like that would be nice to, instead of that basic stupid shape that you get with like your riding or surfing. Mm-hmm. It would be nice to have it.
Or
be
even with Fly.
Itself.
Like so, Mark, you haven't played Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire yet, right?
Not yet.
But Kyle, you remember you get a Latias or Latios.
Yeah, you don't even need.
I did play the demo. But I did. I see that.
So did you do? What is it? Soar?
Yeah, you get the Eon flute.
Yeah,
and like you can go Thorin.
Yeah,
you don't need Fly.
You don't need Fly anymore at all. It's amazing.
That's cool.
Amazing. And then like going back to X, I'm like, fuck. Sucks.
I like it in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because of the fact that I can go to these Mirage spots already.
Yeah, they're good. Well, moving away from Pokemon before we take a break and come back and talk about nothing but Pokemon. A couple other things I brought for show and tell. Mm-hmm. Final Fantasy 13 might be coming to current consoles, maybe. There was
like is one collection or separate? Yes. I hope it's just one collection.
Seemingly one collection, which...
I played a bit of that. I have it for my PC.
Yeah, I thought about buying it on PC, but I haven't done that, and I kind of really want to play it.
It's not as... I really gotta watch what I say. I know it's known for its downfalls
Yes.
more than anything.
But I
actually kind of am interested in the characters.
That's where I'm at. I want to see what the story is. I'm not looking at it as a Final Fantasy game as much as I'm looking at it as just a game I want to play.
Yeah,
I think going into it with that sort of
battle
expectation.
system. I like the battle system.
I heard the battle system was amazing. I heard the first one had its problems.
People
with
just don't like the linearity.
time. Sure.
So like it's.
I just want to see what the story is. I want to see if it's worthwhile, and I think this would be a rad way to do it instead of going back and trying to play it on PlayStation Now or.
Well, I hope it's all together. It's like a
buy a
collection.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'd like that. I don't even need to be up-res. Just give me the collection. Let me play it on my console.
Yeah.
Another thing. We can save this. I gotta figure out what I need, what I'm gonna buy. I got all that eShop money. For the birthdays. And I don't know. But maybe we'll save that. We'll make that question at the end. Have folks write in if they want to.
Pick for you?
Maybe. Just give me your
just anything.
Opinion. Just opinion. No, no.
Suggestions.
I've got a list.
Oh, okay.
But the last thing I brought for show and tell is a quick topic that could be nothing to talk about at all. Could be everything to talk about. It's Kirby Cafe.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's a website.
I almost forgot that was a thing.
I know. There's a website that popped up for Kirby Cafe. If you go there, it's kirbycafe.jp. It is opening in August.
It's just, I'm assuming it's what the name implies. It's a cafe.
Yeah, so you go to the website and all it is it says Kirby Cafe, coming soon.
I love that it's food-based.
2016.
What else would it be?
Of August is when it's open. And then at the bottom there's... It looks like Kirby wearing a hat, and it looks like a Waddle Dee wearing a hat. Little chef's hat. I'm going to their Twitter to see if there's anything. There's blurry pictures of Kirby cookies, it looks like. Here's a little Kirby. Oh, yeah, they do a little stop-motion Kirby hanging out next to coffee on their Twitter.
That's cool.
It's all little claymation stuff.
Is it only one, or is it a chain, or?
It seems like they're just opening one up in Japan.
It's going to be a physical place.
Right.
See,
because they have like the Final Fantasy, or is it a whole Square Enix cafe?
I don't know.
These are somewhat.
There is a Resident Evil one.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of these little.
It's a Resident Evil restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Don't give me that. But there are Pokemon centers.
These are
and a gym.
Oh yeah, there's that gym. I almost forgot.
Yeah.
But this I think it's rad.
It's the Donkey Kong Zoo.
I think like this is. I don't know if this is necessarily like. Hi, here's the first step of us expanding our IP into new places. But
I bet that will come to Universal when they release the Nintendo section.
But you know what scares me about this the most is that like I hope it stays in a theme park, only because of the fact that I would never want it to be like a way that like a Starbucks is. Not that it's on every corner, but the way that like, oh, we just hire shitty kids who can get angry at me and not know how to make a fucking cream puff.
Oh, I see.
Oh, here's a change. I don't care about anything.
No, I think if they were going to do something like this and open them in more than just this one place, like I think this place is going to be more like, a homegrown. You know what I mean? Like you just go to a nice restaurant. There's not a whole bunch of them. Mm-hmm. There might be a few in town, but they're not. There's standards in place.
Let's just have one in New York and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the United States goes.
Right. I think it's a really neat thing.
Put it right across the street from Nintendo.
I'm curious to see where
Put it in Nintendo World.
Right. Where this kind of stuff goes in the future.
Yeah, I mean I like it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Nintendo or whoever was in charge of this, they could have done anything with Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But the fact that they stuck with food because he likes food, like, I love the context.
Yes. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that we need like a Legend of Zelda cafe.
No, unless people be like, "Oh, I want like a milk bar." It's like, no, just
fuck off. We saw what milk bars do to people. You ever seen Clockwork Orange?
Very good.
It would be cool to see, definitely more of that. Like Kirby Cafe, cute idea.
I think so.
You've got Nintendo World, which is essentially just I mean, every time I see an uploaded photo of it, it's just like a giant Pokemon statue.
I know.
I'm just trying to think of other ideas.
I think that's why they
just have a little home furnishing store, but it's all Animal Crossing.
That would be ridiculous.
That would be cool.
Like the stuff that you can buy is brought to life. And the physical
we have
furniture
that.
In front of you.
I mean, we make our own patterns and stuff too, and other people can buy. Yeah, it's called like Redbubble and.
Etsy? No, but like a real physical store like that.
I know, but like more specifically Animal Crossing.
Oh, I can do this shit. I can. I can bake a fucking macaroon if I fucking want to, or a fucking Kirby cookie.
I wonder what the uniforms look like.
They gotta be adorable, or just little chef's outfits with Kirby logo.
This is pink aprons.
I would love if it was just it was Kirby as a hat, but Kirby's wearing a little chef
wearing
hat.
a chef hat, yeah.
This hats on hats.
Yeah,
but remember, like one guy got one of the dudes would be the head chef. You'd have another dude as a sous chef. You'd have all your different names of chefs. Also, it's a cafe, so I don't know if they're actually gonna have like I don't know. I'm reading way too much.
If it's a cafe, it's probably.
I mean, obviously they'd be making pastries.
Yeah.
So you do have a chef at some point.
Pork buns.
Oh, pork buns.
Yes. Well, with that, listener, if you have any ideas for Nintendo-themed restaurants or stores that break the mold, like Zygarde's Aura.
Well, Zygarde's used car dealership.
Oh, very good. Let us know. That's been an hour of a show. For those who don't care about Pokemon Go, that's been the Free Cheese episode 153. Thank you so much for listening. Follow us all on Twitter. You know where to find that. It is right there on the website. You can click on each of our names. Boom! Right to the Twitters.
Technology.
Of course, leave us some feedback. Send us an email, podcast@thefreecheese.com. Go to thefreecheese.com. Read everything we have to say and write and do. Watch us on YouTube. Where
we're not trying to tell you what to do.
You don't have to, but
it'd be cool.
We've been rebuilding the YouTube channel. We're slowly. This whole thing is a gradual process that we're doing, but we are doing it nonetheless. So keep your eyes out. And now,
thank you for your patience.
Yeah, thank you for your patience. Thank you for hanging around. With that, we're gonna go into a break. If you don't care, see you next week. We'll see you for 154.
You can Pokemon Go.
You can Pokemon Go to next week, and we'll see you in a week's time. And we love you, and we'll talk to you then. If you do care, and the whole time you're like, God damn it, why the fuck aren't they talking about the biggest thing in the entire world? We'll just hang out and listen to this song. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back from this song, we're going to be, it's nothing but Pokemon Go the rest of the night. That's it. Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the last half of
the show.
This is the Pokemon Go half. So if you made it this far, congratulations. That means you love Pokemon Go. Or you're just morbidly curious about it. But this is it. We're going to talk about nothing but Pokemon Go. How much we can't shut up about it. Except, I can kind of shut up about it.
Yeah?
Drawing a blank. I don't know. Man.
I'm seriously, though. It's super dope. But one of the things I've been thinking about in the last week as we prepared for this part of the podcast, where I knew we'd talk about nothing but Pokemon Go, is kind of how this is rad, and we're going to talk all about how it's brought all of our dreams to life, and how everything's great.
As close as it can get.
Right, but we talked about how we were playing the trading card game, and how I'm completing a Pokedex, and how Kyle's restarted and burned these games to the ground and started them over and over again every week or two.
Yeah, just about.
Like, Pokemon is pretty much a part of our lives anyway, so this is not anything new. I think the new part about it is that we're playing on our phones, which is big, and that it feels like 1998 again, where everyone is talking about this game and playing this game, and the fact that like we're talking to strangers in the street about video games, which is...
I mean, to what extent are we talking? Like, are you two more social? Because I'll tell you right now, My extent
You're
is
rude to everyone.
No, I'm not rude to everyone. Someone says Pokemon Go, yeah, end the conversation.
It depends. Like I've had a bit of both.
Well, people have been like, oh, is there Nidoran up there, or did you see an Eevee?
Like,
yeah, okay, cool. There's something like this down there. Okay, thanks. That's it. I don't need because you said, but I'll let you tell your social interaction because you said some guy wanted a photo.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I thought that was cool, but like, 'cause, like we were approaching this park and it was getting close to sunset.
Was it the quarry?
Huh?
Was it the quarry?
The quarry?
In Dundalk, Sainsbury?
No, this is Parkville.
It's even worse. That's where 3 guys got.
The Double Rock Park, whatever. Oh, cool.
I'm going there. Absolutely, I'm going back.
Double Cock Park.
Double Cock Park.
No, but like, because I needed Charmanders, so there was Charmanders at this park.
And they're
apparently.
confirmed to be there.
I caught 2 of them.
Okay.
But as we were getting there, it was sunset was approaching, and the people that run the park were like, "Hey, like, we're closing up. So I mean, like, you can come here at an earlier time tomorrow or whenever, or you can stay here. But like, if your cars are in this area, you got to move them before we close the gate, and you can't get it out."
Yeah.
So I had to do that real quick. Park down the street, walk back up. But like, yeah, this guy, like, he was with all of his friends, and I was with with some of my friends, and he was like, "Oh, this is really cool that, like, you know, we're just all out here, blah blah blah," and he wanted to get a group picture, and I was like I was down for it, but then it just never happened. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't really engaged with him or involved.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was just like a surface level. Like,
yeah.
Pokemon Go is a good gateway.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of breaks that barrier of like talking to someone if you both share it. But trying to get it beyond that can probably be a bit of a challenge.
But I think it's also
I did that
because of the limitations of the game.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying
it takes 2.
I think it should absolutely.
It definitely.
It is because, like, what can you really do? Like, oh, you have Pokemon. If you two and myself have, like, we met out in the wilderness playing this game.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, you guys playing Pokemon Go? Yeah, cool. That's nice. What team are you? Blah, blah, blah.
No,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
I know. It's like running into somebody at the DMV and it's like, oh, you have a car, huh?
But
wow.
I think they'll
you want to be best friends?
Roll out more like, oh, you can add friends? That's cool. Oh, you can see how they're doing. Or, like, you can see who their strongest Pokemon is. Or something like that. Or... No, but that would be it. But that would be nice. Or if they have any gyms.
It depends on the person. It depends on the area. Yeah. It just all of it. And like you yourself, like if I'm by myself, I just naturally like get shut in.
Yeah.
And I don't talk to anyone.
Yes.
And I mean, people might approach me, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna go out of my way and insert myself if you know.
I have not gone up to anyone and said like, hey, you know, I haven't done that, but...
Hi, I see you're on your phone there. Are you playing Pokemon Go? Like, no, kid,
but no, like,
doing my taxes.
I had a girl at work the other day, and we were talking, and her camera wasn't working on her phone, and she had gotten it replaced because she couldn't play Pokemon Go with the AR. I know, well, it was still just like, it was like and it felt incomplete. It was like... You know, she said, like, oh, you know, I had to get the camera fixed, whatever. But, like, we were talking for a few minutes, and it was like, well, she started Pokemon Go, and we talked about that back and forth, and then that turned into, like, hey, have you played Shovel Knight? She asked me, and I was like, yeah, I did. I just played this.
That's cool.
Right? And then I was like, yeah, cool. And she was like, oh, man. She's like, Wii U is so underrated, and I wish more people liked this console. Like, have you played Tokyo Mirage and Sharp FE? And I was like, no, that's way too, like, intense. For me, like, that just seems like nothing but like neon Japanese bright lights, loud music. And she's like, yes, it's perfect, it's amazing. And I was like, well, I don't know. But it was cool. We talked about Splatoon and Final Splatfest, Callie and Marie.
No, I mean, when I was at work, I had a table of 2 guys who were playing.
Yeah.
And I was discussing with them about how much I dislike that all of these new fans are coming out of the woodwork.
Right.
And it's upsetting to me the most. I'm not saying like out of the most.
Are you getting like the ones that give it a bad name, like those kind of people, like the
no,
new
it's
ones?
the people who
I've seen all of it.
But it's not even so much that it's like I'm a
point.
new fan, and it's just like these obnoxious Facebook posts of, oh, out in the middle of the street at midnight to catch Pokemon, and then they admit that they haven't watched a single episode, they never played a game, or it's like these dumb fucking kids. And I understand that it's because you're going to get those people who are like, oh, it's this new thing and it's cool. It's like, thank God you're going to be gone in a fucking month.
No, but it's the same people that go. It's the same people that buy Batman shirts at Walmart.
No, absolutely,
because they like that movie that came out with the Joker. Shit. You know, like
I wish I could find myself a Bruce Wayne, then die. Like, that's because he is fictional.
I know.
But it's upsetting to me because of what it means to me. And then you get people who... I have a person who is a friend / acquaintance. He's very, very thin ice with me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Not because of Pokemon, but for his actions beforehand.
Maybe he's...
But no, he's not even a person that when the new Star Wars movie came out, he was like, I'm all about Star Wars, and I love Star Wars so much, I'm going to get their tattoos.
Or like, people who don't watch, read comic books, but they'll watch comic book movies, and all of a sudden they just...
They know everything.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you mean this? Fuck, no, shut up.
Yes, got it.
But it's like that shit. It's very upsetting because it's like,
so like,
if you can't even say the name...
Kind of posing in a sense.
Absolutely.
They don't feel authentic. They don't feel genuine with
and if you can't
where
even,
they're coming from.
Will, like,
they're just hopping on the bandwagon.
It's just so upsetting to me so much. Who's this Pokemon? Fuck you. That's what that means to me. Like,
how? All right, hold on. Because now,
if you were my age or older, if you had a good childhood, you should know. Was that a fart?
It should just be instinct, right?
It should be instinct.
Watch it.
But but it's very upsetting because if someone came to you and did that, I mean, if someone was like, I love Zelda now, it's the best thing in the world, and you're like, there's my favorite picture of Zelda, and it was a fucking photo of Link, you should spit on them.
I do deal with that.
No, but that's what I'm saying, and that's what I feel like every fucking day.
Spit on them.
It's so upsetting to me when people are like, I caught this level 14 Pikachu. That's fucking dumb. Get out of my face.
Well, here, see, yes, and I don't know. I think I'm with you. I agree.
Because to me, this is magic.
It's magic.
Quite. It
is magic.
What I'm looking for, Mark.
But here's the thing. It's
mystical.
It is magic to you.
Yes.
Think about how magic it is to them as well. Because if it's magic for you, as someone who
it's magic to these people because they think they can take a goddamn selfie with a fucking Caterpie.
Hey,
and I'm here caring. You didn't take a fucking selfie with him. I see some stupid idiot fucking moron sitting over here posing with my baby boy Squirtle. I'm gonna get livid because you don't give two shits.
But why? I think it's dangerous to have this level of ownership over these things.
I care more. That's what I'm saying.
I agree. But no, it's the same. These people do not sit down. I know, and they won't be playing by the time we record episode 154. I know that, but I think it's still rad that this is happening.
Well, of course.
I think it's rad that, like, you and I... So, one, I think it's amazing. You and I walked
for 5
miles.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Miles we walked. In the rain, we walked.
Well, how many
Kyle's ankle is chafed. We walked.
My ankle's bleeding.
Bleeding. We walked.
I had a 10-kilometer ache, and I went to a track, and it started from 0.
You start from the bottom.
And I got up to 6 kilometers.
You just walked.
Yep.
Working out.
I mean, I've also... I mean, like, not bragging, but, like, that type of stuff doesn't fatigue me because, like, I've done, like, 2 other, like, 5Ks before.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, I wasn't running.
I've never done that. Tyler and I went out...
walking doesn't hurt my legs.
Yeah. Tyler and I walked around Towson the other night.
If my ankle didn't...
If it was running, I would be screwed.
My knee was numb. My left leg was numb. I was like, shit, I am turning 27 this week, aren't I? We walked.
Riding a bike might be a little...
I want to, but I'm scared because when you're in a car, and of course, like, you're going much higher speeds, but on a bike, I'm worried that it'll still be quicker than walking, and it won't register my steps and stuff.
Unless you just casually.
Well, if you're casually biking.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like sprinting on it or like.
Mark, you okay? Shut up.
But I do think it's really, really rad. I think it's cool just looking and you see everyone's on their phone.
Yes.
And, like, I know everyone's already on their phone.
You could just tell which ones are playing Pokemon. Right.
Do you know how much money Hot Topic has done in Pokemon shit? We saw 2 assholes in the same group wearing the same fucking shirt. And they can probably name 3 of the goddamn Pokemon.
You're so angry about this. Why are you so angry about it?
Because it's my thing, and I don't like that they're doing this.
It's kind of like when you're the firstborn and you get all the love, and then all of a sudden... It's getting that attention's going into the newborns.
But it's not. But it's. I don't think it's that way because it's not like my love. It's not like something's being taken from me as far as like, oh, they were giving.
That's the way you're acting.
No, it's.
You feel like it's being tainted.
Yes, it's being tainted.
Do you think it is?
Yes,
that's what you.
They're gonna get. Oh, some assholes came around trying to barge in my backyard because they said there was a fucking Pokemon back there. Number one, be respectful.
Well,
and graffiti. You know, and then you get assholes who like will just walk like this. Of course, like look at your phone.
I think I got a perfect analogy.
Attention. Yeah, I'm just a psychopath.
Alex Hi, Alex. You're Kyle. Hi.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
You made me think of a picture because my friend Alex. I have a picture of him flipping off a Spiro. That's the only picture I've ever taken.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, but I think that's different. I will say this. It's different when if you are. I'm fans get a pass. That's what it is. Because of how long we've been doing this shit since '98.
This is where I was coming up with the analogy. You're like the chef. You got your ingredients from scratch. You made this beautiful dish, and then someone else comes along, gets something maybe store-bought, something similar to what you got.
Yeah.
Just microwaves it, and throws it out, and they claim to be just as good of a chef as you.
Oh God.
And you're insulted.
So I'm Gordon Ramsay, and all these motherfuckers are fucking Rachel Ray.
Sure.
Done.
I get it.
Yeah.
This is why he feels the way he feels.
No, I get it.
My love is pure.
But that's the
You
way.
both have that love for food, but yours is deeper.
My love is
But
for
look, that's the
Pokemon.
way
My love
everything
is for
goes.
the fad.
Think about this,
You had
right?
this valor about it.
No, I would never. I would never have it.
We do this show every week. We have this website that we write on all the time. Well, maybe not recently,
you do.
but we have all the stuff that we put all our time and effort into. We're not making any money from this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not on top of the charts. Top of the chart stuff sometimes is garbage. The
We just
most
like video
popular
games.
Majority of
writing stuff that's out there, if you
Is
read,
BuzzFeed top 10s.
Yeah.
it's the top 9 reasons why Pokemon Go is going to kill your battery.
They won't even. They won't even.
No one's
publish
gonna
my
read.
Quiz. My
No
quiz
one's-
would be the top of the top.
What
I
is your
told you.
quiz?
My quiz is: Are you an old white bitch? It's one of the answers. Well, the question is: Do you have a haircut that makes you look like a mushroom? Is your favorite speed to go on the highway 30? True or false? Well, not true or false. Yes or no?
Yeah, but if you're going 30, well, you're
30 on the highway?
30 on the
Just
highway.
cut all that out and
Jesus.
just let it be a yes or no question.
You're still not half
Results.
those age.
Congratulations.
You're an old white bitch.
So the game itself, how do you guys,
Unhappy.
how do you feel about playing Pokemon Go?
It's fun.
It's a good start, and I know there's only room for improvement.
Yeah.
You can tell where they're going
It's
with
definitely underdeveloped.
Yes.
It's definitely not what everything that they showed in the trailer. That wasn't, I mean, it wasn't. It's not verbatim, of course,
No,
but
yeah.
they showed you an idea of what they would
Yeah.
like to do,
Right.
And honestly,
and we haven't reached all that yet.
But even
I'm
like
excited
now,
that it's happening.
They're showing you, like what they're capable of, and the
Yeah.
fact that they updated it 2 days later and then a day after again for the people who had problems with Training Club, like Joe,
Yeah.
because they refused to.
I
change.
love the social aspect of it, even though I'm probably not that social of a person, but
But it's made you a little bit.
Yeah, but if I'm with my friends,
Yeah.
I'm definitely way more open to meeting other people.
Right.
But by myself, it depends where I'm at.
But even
time and
still,
place.
the fact that the conversation is even a possibility.
Yeah.
Because a week ago, if you were walking around on your phone checking Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and someone said, "Dude, are you on Twitter?" What? Who the fuck are you? Like, you're not going to talk to them at all. You're going to get as far away from them as possible.
And Pokemon was always about that social aspect.
And they nailed
they
that part.
finally took
Did it.
advantage of it.
I think I'm.
Everything else
worried.
is kind of second though.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
I just want the ability to have to be able to add you guys as
I think
friends.
they'll have that. I think that's coming because they.
Well, you just check
this-
the contacts on your phone.
Right.
Hi.
The CEO did say something about leaderboards.
Well, yeah, but I think it would be cool to have your
No,
friends
but-
and because I have a journal. The game has a journal.
No. But I mean, I think that leaderboards, if they are being implemented, leaderboards typically imply, most leaderboards in most modern video games are best in the world, best of my friends. Therefore, I bet friends are coming.
Yeah, it's probably implied.
Yeah.
Right. Where's the weirdest place Pokemon Go has taken you so far?
I've been to parks I haven't been to in a long time.
Yeah.
So at work we have the very as far as the works property.
Yeah.
There's the beer room, and so there's the beer room right here. That a door next to it
Okay.
leads into someone else's back a walkway, and they're in their yard. So my friend Travis and I kind of pushed open this old metal rickety door. A ladder fell on us,
Jeez.
just so we
God.
could go walk through mud and get a Tauros.
Jesus.
And it's not
Did you get him?
Yeah, we got him.
Oh, good.
But it wasn't oh, that's weird. It's no, but Any other time, I would be like, fuck it, why are we doing this?
Right.
But now you're like, oh, I'm willing to do this. I'm absolutely willing to do this now.
Right. I think,
It's a puck?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's the place is weird, but the timing of it was weird. I didn't realize a boulevard near me has a lot of Pokestops. So I wanted to get them before heading home. And I was going into this parking lot of a library, and I was almost within reach, but then, like, I think there was a homeless man hanging around there, and I just didn't want to...
I understand.
I stayed in my car and just, like, I'm just going to go away.
Yeah. Where was it?
Where was this?
Yeah.
The library on Merritt.
Oh, it's the Northwind branch?
Yeah.
That shit... I had something like that happen.
I mean, he's a very nice guy and cool, but like, I just didn't want to like talk. I didn't want to socialize. I didn't want to do anything.
No, yeah. I mean, even today we were hanging outside of Target at the Pokestop, and some fucking guy came up and he was like, "Hey, can you? I drove all the way here from Pennsylvania and I don't have my ID."
There's your first problem.
Why did you drive here from PA to sell controllers?
Why would you drive here? Period.
That's why.
I know, but still, like that's such a like your brain didn't tell you.
I drove here from Pennsylvania to sell these controllers at GameStop, and I don't have my ID. AKA, I stole this shit, and I don't want to get caught. Can you guys go sell them at GameStop for me? And we were like, no, sorry, we have friends. We're going, oh, you guys just don't have time. And it was like, no, we don't, because we would prefer to spend our time sitting on the ground playing Pokemon in the street.
Don't be a fucking dick, because I'm not willing to support you in your criminal activities.
He said, like, oh, you guys don't have the time. I understand. See you later, and walked away. I was like, all right, cool, bye.
Steve Brule?
Have fun. I don't care.
It was weird.
But, like, there's just...
Yeah. It's that I've had that this
being
morning.
Outside sucks. I like being an agoraphobic.
Like, but it depends where you are outside, too. I mean, we were outside of a Target in a little weird shopping center.
True.
That's bound to happen. You're going to find people like that.
True.
I'm surprised, like, in Fell's Point, like, it's bringing a lot of people.
See, like, I feel like that would be a cool place.
It's real. No, it's amazing when you see, like, there's some people that you can tell who are genuinely interested.
If you were just, like, drinking and just talking with people, like, that sounds like a good night.
Yeah. I learned for this from, like, while I'm working or getting off working, I'll have, like, tables who are playing. Like, I had a guy who, he's like, yeah, I don't know what this is, but I just caught that thing that guy was talking about. And I was like, oh, you're the one wasting server space. Yeah, you fucking dick, get off.
It's just,
did you ask him what team he was on?
No, he looked like he was on team pending divorce. Like, he shouldn't be playing at all. But, no, like, it's, you can tell by, I think, the excitement. If someone says, oh, there's one nearby, you don't really know.
Oh.
But then it's like the moment someone's like, oh, there's a Dratini nearby. Like, so you already know the importance of that Pokemon as it is.
This is a cool little story you just made me think of. I think, I'm not sure if is this when we were playing, we were playing Smash or not. But there was a game happening, and in the middle of it, one of our friends was like, there's a Bulbasaur outside. So we all just, we stopped what we were doing.
Yeah.
Literally stopped what we were doing. I don't care if we were eating, whatever. We just went out there and had to take this moment. And we realized that there was a family out there. There was, like, 2 other, like, dads with their kids because they were friends, so they brought their kids. And, like, we helped them, tell them, like, where it was at. And we're all just hanging around in this little area, just talking, just casually talking. I was like, hey, what level are you? And, like, what do you have? And stuff like that. And it's like, I would have never done that.
No, not at all.
I mean, I would have probably at, like, a convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because already you have a shared interest.
Correct.
But, yeah, so I like that it's local.
Pokemon Go, bringing the convention to the streets.
I mean, probably smells better outside.
Can I just reiterate one little point of this that's fascinating and amazing?
No.
We walked.
Yeah.
We walked.
Not car.
This morning I drove to gyms. Like, I will say that. But gyms are, I mean, granted, I can wake up and I have to stand on the side of a busy intersection to take down one gym. Yeah. I'd rather be in a car for that. And the others are rather far away from me.
But we walked.
No, yeah, we did. We walked far.
I haven't done that since
Kyle
high school.
Kyle said, no, not me too.
Yeah.
Kyle said, I'm hungry, let's get lunch. And I said, where do you want to go? And he said, pizza.
He said magic words.
And I
Two magic words. Right. He said, go and pizza.
And I said, okay, cool. Do you want to walk? Yes. He didn't think. He just...
Well, I said, we got eggs to hatch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm still trying to do.
But, like, it's absolutely amazing, and I think that, like, it's why I love it even more, because Pokemon, bless you.
Thanks.
Pokemon just bless you.
Thank you, Pokemon.
It needs more recognition, and I know this might be going against what I said about fake fans, but what I'm saying is like, it's still.
But you don't have the opportunity to bring in ones who are new, but they might
honestly,
be just as passionate
for
as you.
children. No, I think because like when we were younger and when we played this game, if this game was out, if I was a child now, I'd be fucking going crazy about this game. Goodbye. But like I think like I showed it to my niece who's gonna be 3 in July.
Yeah.
And she went nuts over the fact that she saw a Pidgey in her living room.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And like because kids
cool.
now like I think
this is what we
have to come back.
Game Boy.
Right.
To
yeah.
be.
To a point, yeah.
Not, I don't think I was actually like stupid enough to think.
Like, we don't really have to use our imagination anymore.
Oh, my imagination went wild.
But we didn't. It didn't. It was just like, oh, these are yes.
Like back then, I always tried to picture what they would look like real.
Right.
And Onyx scared me.
Oh, Onyx was terrifying.
I mean, if you try to think of it as being
real. Do you know what
real.
was scarier than Onyx?
I mean, this is still when Gen 1.
No, Scyther scared me a lot. Scyther scared me a lot.
Jinx was scary.
Really? Like,
and Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime scared the fuck out of me.
Mr. Mime just makes me mad.
Jinx just was...
Mr. Mime makes me Mr.
Jinx
Mad.
Jinx is seductive.
But you know I am building a team of...
Jinx
and Mr. Mime.
You're just a troll. That's all you are. That's
might as well be on Team Roar. So obviously Team Mystic is the correct choice, right?
I feel like it's debate as long as we don't.
That is the one I am.
I actually think not picking Valor is the right choice, so you're fine.
That is the best way to go.
Yeah. I agree, even though
I feel like if you look at all the meme pages that are out now, unfortunately they're a thing. A lot of the memes are probably coming from Valor and Mystic, and
this is the one time I actually like memes.
Instinct is just like
genuinely.
I kind of just want to play. Why are you saying mean things about me? I just want to play this.
Yeah,
game.
like I don't know where it started exactly with like the team, the teams having like stereotypes or whatever. But like
no, it's because like so my friend Travis had downloaded the app right when I told you guys about it.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it worked for us, we got to level 5 that night.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh shit, we gotta pick teams. And I was like, I don't know, like I don't want to pick Moltres to begin with. You know, I don't want that shit. And then he picked it, and I was like, alright, fuck you, I'm gonna go Instinct. So I got Zapdos, because he's a little cutie pie. But
I do like that there's a third team, and it's not like the typical red-blue. Like, you have a yellow thrown in there.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I don't mind, like, even the element. You know, usually it's like a fire-ice deal, and it's like, oh, here comes electric.
Right.
I don't know where this...
It kind of keeps it refreshing to have it, so it's not just one-on-one. It's not just a red versus blue.
It's exciting. And I'm, like, I don't know where the stereotype came from, but it's so true.
For the most part, it is.
It's
like, I mean,
true.
Like the majority of like a crowd will definitely... For some reason, it lines up. It correlates.
All of the people that I've seen post to that Facebook page, who are all about like Team Valor. It's very much people who would be on speakerphone at dinner.
How would we explain the whole team thing to people who probably either aren't there yet or who maybe
haven't made the decision?
Yeah, maybe right now they haven't even downloaded the game yet and they were skeptic. And
really?
They wanted to hear people talk about it.
Yeah, how would you? Because there's no real.
There's no reason. They haven't told us why we've chosen teams.
I don't. I mean, yeah. As of right now, there isn't one.
There's a rumor that somebody talked to somebody who works at Niantic. You know, this is
my dad.
Classic. Uncle works at Nintendo, but and that later on in the year there's going to be an event where anybody who takes place in the event gets all 3 of the birds. But for
I thought it was like depending on your team, you get your bird.
That's what I thought, but then that sucks shutting out everybody from everything.
Yeah, but pretty much like I guess for those who aren't too knowledgeable on it. So like by level 5 you can get to pick a team and each have their own philosophy on how to like raise Pokemon or something like that, and that's pretty much it. You just try to take over gyms, but like within this in the whole like the world outside of that, there's pretty much all these jokes and all these I don't know what to call it.
It's basically just like trash people who are called Team Valor, and the rest.
Yeah,
of
but
us
but
who are
like
civilized.
but I'm just saying, like, I mean, like, why is it
Well,
the way it is?
I bet you it started because of some stupid argument with some asshole who was Team Valor, and like, well, every asshole picked Team Valor. It's probably something so small
that it just got generalized,
and then it just grew and then reinforced. Also, like, it wasn't just like some baseless stereotype.
But it's weird because it's like, it's not crazy because, like, we're not the only ones who think this.
Mm-hmm. And there's proof that be like, oh yeah, assholes do really love.
I mean, you have
Team
assholes on
Valor.
every team, but like, for some reason you see it more.
Mm-hmm. Those are the kids who still wear sweatbands on their wrists that will probably have the Team Valor logo.
Yeah, but like, mostly Valor got lined up with like angsty, really try hard kind of kids, like just little brats who just like the color red and
vaping.
Yeah, and still listening to Linkin Park maybe, or
yeah, that makes
What's
sense.
that song? What's that? In the end, yeah, it's not gonna matter for Team Mystic in the end, right, boys? And then they say,
even though that's not
boys.
everyone, that's the part that stands out the most, and they're just really obnoxious and annoying. That's pretty much it.
I'm trying to think
like,
how to.
They get like the douchebag status.
The way I picture it is, if we were on an anonymous message board,
yeah,
Team Instinct would post.
Poop emojis.
Instinct would be posting like just random goofy, like funny things, just generically. They'd be the "you laugh, you lose" posters.
okay.
Team,
They're like the neutral ground.
just like, hey, look at this funny thing I found. Can I make you laugh? That's
Yeah.
a Team Instinct. Lighthearted, playful, whatever.
Okay.
Team Mystic is the maybe threatening suicide posts sometimes. But a lot of like poetry or obscured selfies. The very, very like recluse, sort of like very high intellect, but sort of scared to put themselves out there.
And this is an
Anonymous message board, right?
Okay.
So think about the kind of posts you would put out there. Like, Instinct is just like, haha, it's all anonymous. Look at this goofy thing. Mystic would be like, oh, like, I can't show my art to my friends, so I'll show you guys. And then Valor would be like,
ASL.
here's
my abs.
You got abs? I got abs.
Yeah. Hey, I took a shit. Here's
my
a
MySpace
picture
pic.
of it. Yeah.
I went to the gym today. I don't give a fuck, buddy.
The Valor would just be a dick pic.
I feel like, no, Valor would be the ones that are posting, like, weird porn.
Look at this midget getting fucked by a bear.
Yes.
You're like,
a red panda
where
bear,
did you
to
even
be
find
precise.
that?
My Facebook is a mix between Mystic and Instinct.
But isn't
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Crazy? Like,
Mistinct.
Mistakes. That's how I think I would sum up. It's just like Valor is
For
just
some reason,
shitpost.
those are the crowds that it draws. Like, yeah, Mystic's usually known for like, hey, we're friendly, like kind-hearted, like we, cooperation, like, kind of people. Instinct's just kind of off on their own type deal. And
I don't think
Valor-
I've seen, I've never seen thus far in my looking, and I have like looked around. I haven't seen someone say, "I'm Team Instinct. Look at this," and it's like a meme about shitting down
I've
other
seen-
people's throats.
I didn't see it to that extent, but when I was walking around trying to hatch that egg, I heard people go like "Team Instinct for life" and like being all like thuggish about it, like genuinely thuggish about it. And I was like,
Those people will not be playing in a month
That's true.
because I'll kill them.
Oh.
Stay off my team.
probably because there was a gym nearby and he took it over or something.
Yeah, like I mean, when I beat a gym, I just get excited.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
and then I just do like the Judd Nelson thing.
My problem with the gyms, or my initial like trepidation, was that like anything like this where it's a crowd source, whatever. Like I'm never the good one. I can like I saw the gyms and I was like, great, I'm never gonna own a gym. Cool, someone
That's
else.
the thing that sucks. You have to have a lot of free time.
But you don't, because I've taken down so many gyms and I'm not good at anything.
Yeah, but also, I mean, while I have taken down so much, they get taken right back
This
from
is
me.
where
They do and they
This
don't.
is where you have to plan things. You have groups of people. You have friends.
Oh,
maybe
well,
on the
I'm
same
only
team.
Instinct that I know.
Well, you could see. Well, now
Yeah,
we're
fucked.
Here's a little call out for you, Instinct members.
Please, please, please.
But as far as for me, because I also picked Mystic, and like all my friends are Mystic. There was like I don't care about taking over gyms per se.
Yo, that Pidgeot I left at the police station earlier is still there.
Cool.
I'm still owning that gym. Anyway.
but there are specific places I would want.
Yeah.
So I don't care about just finding any gym and I gotta change it to blue. No, I want ones I actually care about. I want a reason to own this gym. I want a reason to defend it.
Oh, I didn't tell you what I like to do. I don't think I might have told you.
Yeah.
I like to just take people's gyms but not put a Pokemon in.
Oh, yeah.
Just to be like, I beat you. I don't even give a shit about your location. Goodbye. Like, you can come back and
They probably just
it,
think
but
you're
then
an
I'll
idiot for
come
not
back.
taking it over.
No, I just, fuck it. This is,
But that's
fun.
the thing, like YouTube will never know.
Yeah, I'll just keep coming back and ruining you.
Yeah. But, so, like, I'm trying to aim after the pizza place.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza John's?
Pizza John's.
That's...
Because my friend lives right up the street from it.
Yeah.
So it's walking distance.
I'm sure
to
there's an employee there who's just trying so
he
hard.
keeps going back and forth. He keeps going. It's insane. Like
Well,
there's
that's what he needs to do. Is
I like how
he needs to take it over, and then you be right there with him. So at least there's one more person they have to get.
Did you hear about the like great battle for the White House right now?
Yeah.
Which is like that's the kind of stories out of this. That
The
like,
White
really,
House
really
is a gym.
The White House is a gym, and
So Obama just
yeah, oh yeah.
Look, from a guy who paid over $23 for a pizza shirt and Mitomo,
Sure.
I am not that proud of, but I'm glad I had the shirt. This place will be my gym. I need to claim this pizza throne.
God.
I will
about
be
pizza
king
throne?
of this. But no, but seriously, like, we would try to get like all of our friends to put our strongest in this gym and keep training it, build so you can add more. That's what I want. That's what I want the end game to be. I just would like every week I maintain this gym.
Well, that's what I did. There was that gym in Fort Howard at the Broken Pier. So you have to like go all the way through these like trails, all the way at the back. And I thought I'd be safe overnight. At least I thought I could wake up and be fine.
Nope, 4 a.m.
Yeah, and I'm like, how the number one? I know that park ranger who lives a mile away from it, who can see everything. Like he sees the entrance, and you have to go through this entrance to get to this. Like you can't sneak your. I mean, you can, but he is a hawk, and that's all he does with his life.
Literally a bird with a hat.
It's weird. There's a spell, but he is an asshole. He'll get mad if you park across the street from the park and walk over, because there's a neighborhood across the street.
Right.
So he wants everyone to pay admission. Jesus. So I don't know how he hasn't like gotten pissed yet, but like I thought I'd be fine, but no, someone walked through and that shit. Crazy spiders all the time. I would not be dealing with that shit. Snakes. Apparently, there's coyotes starting to come into my area now too. These people are like, oh, gotta get this gym.
Yeah.
And of course, I thought I was safe overnight, so I threw like a fucking like level 300. I was like, he's fine, whatever, I'll be good, and just left.
Dang.
And like what we tried doing the night that we saw the Pizza John's was a Valor. The 4 of us went up there. And we was like, there's only a fucking Tangela in here. Let's get rid of this shit.
Yeah.
And we were gonna put somebody's like Flareon or like a Pinsir. Like, we can put all this stuff in there. And when we got there, that's when one of the many bugs happened where you fight it and it doesn't die. Even though you kill it, it doesn't go away.
So
you can't claim it.
Yep.
So 4 of us out there hovering around outside of Pizza John's at 3 a.m. We just walked down there.
Oh, you're at your friend's house. Okay, you said.
Yeah, so we're just hanging out in front of it, and who knows how many driver-bys saw, like, suspicious activity.
Oh, right.
So we decided to go, we walked back because we were getting bit up by mosquitoes, and I decided to drive down to a Pokestop that was nearby because I was going home anyway. But we saw a cop car pull into that parking lot of Pizza John's. We're like, oh shit, was that because of us? Like, we weren't sure. But by the time we were passing by it again, we checked on that gym. It instantly became a Mystic gym. Not even a minute after. That cop, I guarantee you, that cop took it over. He just went in there.
I hope all cops have
patrol
Growlithe.
duty.
We were driving back from dinner after.
I was so happy. It was such a good moment.
Yeah.
Like, I even took a screenshot of what it was.
His username was Officer Fuck You.
We went after dinner. We were driving back. There's a cop in the middle of the road. My mom's like, "Well, look at this guy!" Just like stopped. And I was like, "Mom, there's a Pidgey in front of him. He needed it." It's like, and you can see the guy's on his phone. Like clearly, I love it.
Yeah. Somebody named Corn822
Corn822
just had a Pidgeot,
Oh yeah, that's the cop.
and that was like instantly. I was like, oh man.
Also, look, the combat points for that is 367, which is the Snoop Dogg song. So there you go.
Confirmed.
Exactly.
I
It's a
think,
cop.
yeah, it's hard being Instinct because not too many people in my area are, but they're all Valor, and like there's 2 Mystic gyms, and even then it's just like they switch off all of it every day. Most of my area is Valor.
See, and like we have a friend who was in Valor, and he doesn't fit that stereotype.
It's true. He's
That-
just scared to.
He doesn't fit the stereotype that we see. You know what I mean?
But
Maybe
what I'm saying is we have an inside guy.
maybe he's the. Oh.
We can make deals.
See, I figured there's just like a whole
Other side?
other side of him that we don't know. He's the one like who's just posting Tub Girl all the time. You know what I mean?
Okay, because I'm saying because since Kyle here is Instinct and we're Mystic, I was like, look, like I can help you. We can help each other take down Valor gyms. Like weaken them, and you can have certain gyms. I can have certain gyms or whatever.
I want to control North Point State Park more than anything. I want them to be like, what the fuck? Why is he at this gym?
You better have good service.
Yep. No. Yeah. That's when I was walking to the Broken Pier. Also, the Broken Pier sounds great for a Pokemon world.
It does.
Like, because at the
That
start
sounds
of
like where
the
you'd find
trail,
some Shuppets.
at the start of the trail, I had service, but while walking, I lost all of my service. I was fucked. I was like, I'm gonna be pissed.
Like,
Finally got to the trail itself in the gym, got back up, everything was good to go.
that's my only problem so far. I mean, obviously everyone's dealing with this, like the servers,
Sure.
and like my constant Phantom Pokemon. Like these
Yeah.
are the real Ghost Pokemon because you can't even interact with them or see them.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the circles will pop up,
Mark
And
just
they're
has
not
these
there.
white circles and no Pokemon
and
within
then
them.
or if you're able to touch them, the picture
takes
doesn't
forever
load
to
into
load.
when it transitions to the catching phase.
Yeah, you're
it's
just throwing
empty,
balls, yeah.
And either sometimes the ball will hit an invisible Pokemon or just go right through 'em.
Exactly.
Oh, when we were at the mall today, I almost caught a Grimer, and he popped out of the ball, and when he did, he just zoomed into my screen.
Oh my
So it
god!
was just his skin,
Yep.
and it was just this melting animation when nothing.
My
would move.
Grimer, because I saw him before Kyle did, my Grimer, I went, huh, because I was very excited that he was there, and from the angle, I thought it was a muck, so I just said, fuck, there's a muck, holy fuck, there's a muck. And I was very excited, and when I went to tap on him, it just said, error, and then he disappeared from my thing. And that was happening to me all day today, where, like, it happened with Jigglypuff, it happened with Ghastly.
Yep.
There were a lot of Pokemon I saw around me that
I mean,
like,
I don't mind how easy it is to get Pokemon, but at the same time, I kind of miss battling them to get them
I do miss battling to get them.
to determine.
But
you
at the
catch
same
'em, you know?
time, I
It's
think
easier now.
that what sucks is, like the other night,
I like that it actually used physical skill to try to catch it.
but it does use your physical body to try and catch it too. Because
Yeah,
the
that's
other
what I
night,
mean, yeah.
I walked like a good
You
mile.
are the enemy.
Katie and I walked to get that Primeape I sent you guys the picture of.
Yeah.
And we went for a really, really long time, and I got the Primeape, but if I had to like walk all the way there and then battle him, and it like at least I know there's an element of random chance with me flicking the ball. Like yes, I'm probably gonna get him as long as this happens. He could still run away, which would suck, but
Oh, God.
I have a good shot of getting him just by doing this. If it's a matter of like in the core games and whatever, if you accidentally kill him or something like, oh, I'd
Right.
scream. So
True.
I'm okay with.
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm okay with it. I just kind of miss.
I do too. But hey, trusty 3DS is still right there.
That's true. That's so
Uh,
true.
dude, we somehow almost went 2 hours again.
I think
which
that's
is
just the
nuts.
standard.
Oh man, I guess.
The gold standard.
I know. Do you have anything else to say on Pokemon Go?
Why did we pick the teams we picked?
That's true.
Articuno.
Well, I know why you picked Articuno. I don't know.
Well, not. I mean, I've always liked Articuno, even when I played Red version.
Yeah.
But I also like what Blanche says.
Also, Blanche was the least offensive of them. Like the rest of them just.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell, you can
stupid.
see with their personalities.
Yeah.
I can't even, do you think they have? I just want to see if I can find a place online that says like their speeches. I'm sure I can find something.
There's a video I had to find of that, but
Really?
like, pretty much it's like Instinct was mostly about, just like, not breeding, but like like hatching eggs or something like that, I believe.
Mhm.
Valor was all about just like strength, and then Mystic was all about evolution.
Mhm. Growth.
Yeah, but
Growth,
even though
sorry.
like everybody that's playing, you're doing all three of those things. But I think Mystic would make the most sense.
Yeah. So you put thought into it. It wasn't just a gut reaction.
Yeah, I mean like red's my favorite color, but
Mm.
when it comes to Pokemon, it's like I'm gonna pick the Pokemon that I like. I mean I don't have a problem with Zapdos. I just like Articuno more. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
like Moltres.
I found the stuff.
Did you?
So, Team Instinct. I mean, I can read him.
What's his name? His name is Spark.
Yeah, which isn't a real name.
That was right away. I was like, nope, not doing that one.
Spark is the leader of Team Eric.
Team
Instinct, the yellow team. Spark is all about trusting your instincts, hence the name of the team. If you feel that Pokemon are innately talented and that success in battle can be chalked up to trusting your gut instinct is probably the other. So this isn't the thing. This is just someone telling you what to do.
That's like an Ash Ketchum thing to say.
Blanches and Chargers, the brainiest of the bunch. The blue team is most interested in evolution. Beyond that, the members of this faction are cool to a point of intimidation. So I feel like this is a very biased thing.
There's some creative liberties taken with these descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candela. Well, that's...
Like Candle?
That's the one's name for...
Valor.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to the name.
That was definitely very biased. Well, I have nothing against Mystic. That was completely biased.
It was.
Yeah.
Which is true. Fine.
Wow. True. Like 100%.
I don't care.
And normally I wouldn't go for like the brainy, reserved personality.
But I nailed that with that. Didn't I?
You did. But like, but normally I wouldn't. But like, I guess as I'm if I was like maybe between 10 to 13. Or teenagers, I would have picked Valor or Instinct maybe, but probably Valor just because of the color alone.
I think definitely younger, and plus like Fire. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I was definitely I was totally an edgelord when I was younger.
Let's burn shit.
Like anything with flames, I loved it.
You were a flamer?
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode of King of the Hill when they went bowling, and Hank made his name Flamer, and he was all proud of it? Check it out. Oh man.
No, but now it's like the opposite, and it's like
I
made mistakes as a kid. I learned from it now as an adult.
And that's the team.
I also think it speaks to
I evolved.
And Pokemon Snap, Moltres was literally the easiest one to get. All you had to do was throw something at his egg and it moved in half.
This looks like a rubber chicken. That's gross.
I want to be there when you like buy a house or something. Why? Like when you make a big life decision, because everything in your life comes back to Pokemon Snap.
He's buying an RV.
Do you have a separate room for gallery? I need a gallery. What does me matter what my fucking photos are, bitch? I bring all of those like Blockbuster kiosks in.
Pokemon Go is a free application. You can get on your iOS or Android devices. I believe preferably your phone because you need that data connection unless you have a cellular.
Or unless you have T-Mobile or Comcast.
Right, but, well, kind of.
T-Mobile's unlimited data plans.
Yeah.
And then Comcast, if you pay a little extra, you can have a Wi-Fi tower no matter where you are.
That's anywhere, forever, anywhere in all the places.
Forever.
My brother does.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah, I don't know how well it works.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Go play it. Go be nice. Talk to strangers, but don't be a creep. That's, just common sense. Just be a human being. Treat people like you want to be treated.
Be as if you were as if you weren't playing the game.
Right.
But play the game.
But play the game. Have fun.
And keep it within the
But just be a nice person. Don't be a dick. Don't yell at people. Just be nice. Just be nice.
You can joke, but don't insult.
Yeah, and don't join Team Valor.
Pokemon should be treated with love.
Right.
I don't think Team Valor would. That's weird. What other team in the Pokemon world that we know relies on the color red?
Magma, Rocket,
Flare.
Wow. So, look at this. All evil.
Yep.
Just a thought.
That's true. Hey, so what we would like is send us your pictures if you're taking cool pictures of Pokemon out in the wild. Yeah, if you've got AR turned on, you're crazy because that's killing your battery insanely. But if you're doing it, send us those pics. We want to see what you're catching and where you're catching it.
And if you're Mystic, Pizza John's, fight the fight.
Fight the fight. Fight the good fight. Take them all out.
If you're Instinct, just let me know that you're out there. You know?
Yeah.
Let me know that I'm not alone. I feel like this is like a Twilight Zone.
It does, yes. You can send those pictures to our Twitter accounts. Oh.
Certain pictures. Not
send
all
them
pictures.
all. I don't care.
Really?
Girl, I'm a Bing search kind of guy, so whatever comes up.
Dick pic away, fellas.
Send me your Caterpies.
Dicklet pick away.
You can find us all on Twitter.
Send me your cloisters.
The free cheese is at some Free Cheese. Mark is at aug_mental, which is AUG_.
Such a Valor name.
MENTAL.
Oh, goodness.
Kyle is at...
It's the same. It's been this way for a while.
Kyle M. Mm-hmm. That's your Twitters. And I am at The Free Cheese. We also have an Instagram account. We have the Facebooks, the Tumblrs. We have all those things. Just go find it. It's typically
we have a Grindr for some reason.
For some reason, Kyle signed us up. I don't know what happened.
Guys, it's good. I promise.
Yes. And maybe one day we'll be able to add each other on Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
If you didn't make it to this part, you never even know what you're missing. So thank you for listening to the first half. If you made it all the way this way, thank you so much. We appreciate you listening to everything that we do. We will be back in a week's time with episode 154. We might have a weird scheduling thing next week, but just keep tuned to the Twitter because we will update you with when that episode goes live. Until then, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, listener. Thank you, air conditioning, for shutting off right when we finish recording. And with that, we are out.